ownership!
Disclaimer. We do not own or claim ownership of the Pokemon franchise and any Pokemon established in official canon. That's all owned by Nintendo, Game Freak, and Creatures. This is just a podcast made by 4 friends who love Pokemon. It's our love letter to a franchise most of us grew up with. So please go support the official release.
Previously on PKMN Legacy.
Welcome to Ulgeodia. Chris, you have seen depictions of Regirocks. This towers over them in comparison.
Wait, where's Luke?
Luke is nowhere to be seen.
Bro, I knew
Dirty
it.
cowboy.
The Master Ball is retracted back to Luke. The woman you're looking for? Her name's Victoria Vladimir. She's probably expecting you in Cortland already.
What? You said there were other Reggies.
Regirock, Regice, and Registeel. We have this one called Regigigas. Normally it comes out if the other 3 are around each other.
Our friend Luke is going to be looking for the other 2.
So we'll need to find a way to stop him from getting them.
Or we get there first.
You exit the central chamber and go onto that bridge. As your eyes adjust to the blinding late afternoon light, you notice 2 things. You see wisps of shadow rising out of the ruins and just dissipating. Maddie, you can recognize them from the faint wooden rattles. These are the Yamask spirits, and they're sort of rising out of the rock and just fading.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Her breath catches in her throat. She just is staring at them.
Just a quick question. I'm not the only one who sees that, right?
You're not. We should go. And Maddie turns and continues down the path.
The second thing you guys notice, below you, you hear a multitude of footsteps. You look down and you see cloaked figures, more cultists, trying to bash their way through the stone doors leading inside the temple.
Yeah, that is 10 pounds of no in a 5-pound bag.
We really should go.
Yeah, let's
Especially
go.
before they find out that their legendary Pokemon is no longer there, because I'm sure that's what they're after.
So let's go.
Can they see us if we move anywhere?
You are on that one bridge, an optical illusion invisible to any angle but the one you are at right now.
Okay. And the only way to go is backwards?
Well, from what you can tell, you can go the way you came and run into like the 10 or 20 cultists that are down there. Or you could try to climb the cliff sides leading back up to the upper craglands.
How tall are these cliffs?
From where you are right now, about 40 feet, maybe 50.
I will leave that up to you guys. I have some ideas, but I want to default to y'all
Wait,
first.
do we still have that rope?
I was gonna say, do we have that rope?
The escape rope?
There was a rope that Luke used to go down the side of the mountain with myself and Velma. I can't remember if he gave that to us or if we stashed it away.
The rope he used to get you guys down would still be tied to that rock at the cliff face.
Shoot.
Unless Maddie took that down.
I don't think I did.
Or unless these cultists took it down.
Shoot.
Maddie, did you take it down? Maddie, please tell me you took it down.
I don't think I did. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Does anyone have any sorts of Pokemons that we can use to fly or scale this thing?
I don't think Minnie can hold us.
Chris?
I'm not bringing out the cat.
But it's a rock type!
No, I'm not going to pop out this thing because I know it will make my point even more valid if I do, but
Point.
don't test me, Kay.
God.
Let's not go down that route because I'm pretty sure it would attract more attention to us
But
than
don't you
help
know-
us.
Don't you know that God gives his routinous battles to his tootinous cowboys?
Maddie,
Wait,
I-
what?
What did you say? No, we're stopping the music right now.
said-
What?
Don't you know that God gives his routinous battles to his tootinous cowboys?
What the fuck are you on?
What? What does that mean?
I'm confusion.
I'm
I need you to explain this joke thoroughly to me.
Where is that in the Bible?
Haven't you? To his tootinous cowboys. It's a meme. How have you guys not seen this? Hold on. I'm sending you the Google search. I was just thinking about it because, the music was feeling very, cowboyish to me and we were about to
Why are
scale.
so many of these a frog? That's bizarre. So where the fuck were we again?
How do we get out of here?
I'm going to completely ignore exactly what you said and just pretend that never happened. Anyway.
Okay. I have another idea.
Okay.
Just hear me out. I know you didn't like the first one, but I'm just spitballing here, okay? We could bring out a couple Pokemon that might be maybe smaller, good at scaling the cliff that won't be seen, and see if there's anything up there that can help us get down, or maybe another path that they can see. Like Bellini, maybe Victor, and maybe Goonie?
You have just listed 3 Pokemon that are all fainted.
Yeah, I was going to say Victor's KO'd.
Well, shit. Okay, well...
So there seems to be one option that we have, and that is one by one, I can use Wasabi to possibly use the move Metal Claw to have a good grip on the cliffside and take each and every one of us as gently and stealthily as possible. Now that's one option. That, I don't know if I could do that, Kay. Am I allowed to do that?
The imagery eludes me. If you can paint the picture of how that might work, then sure.
Wasabi's the Kerthunk, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Being on its back, again, I don't know how big it is. Its height is 1.1 meters and its weight is about 66 kilograms. So it could probably hold Maddie and Velma, but probably not Chris. So
You're not going to self-sacrifice yourself. No.
no, not that, not.
Okay, good, because you're always trying to be selfless, and this is not the time to do that.
Oh, me? Right now? I'm trying to get the HE double hockey sticks out of here. So
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Glad you're on the same page. Okay.
okay.
Ah!
The door is giving away a bit more.
Okay, guys, so we really do not have that much time. Okay, so basically what I want to try to do is get Wasabi to go and use Metal Claw to have a good grip on the mountainside and then actually crawl across it. Is that possible?
I'm going to need Kerthunk to make a strength plus athletic.
1 out of 3.
Who does he take up?
Depends who wants to be the first one to go, but I would assume it's going to be between Maddie or Velma
May
because...
I offer another suggestion?
Yes.
So I don't know if Minion can lift up Velma, but could Minion and Mafia lift up Velma?
Ooh.
We'll resolve that in just a moment, because I like that idea, so we'll go with that for you. But for Maddie, I also need you to roll a dexterity plus athletic.
I got a 0 out of 2.
Kerthunk and Maddie go to the base of the wall leading back up to the cliff sides, and it is incredibly awkward. The sharp point that really digs into the stone is his nose, but he's also having to try and hold onto you with his mouth. He's sort of banging you against the rock every now and then.
Okay, easy.
You get maybe 5-6 feet up before they lose the grip, and you guys slide down the wall again on your keisters at the base again.
Okay, well, it was a good idea.
Well, we tried.
Meanwhile, Velma, you said you wanted to use Mafia and Minion?
Yes.
I want you to make a dexterity plus athletic as well
On Velma?
on Velma. 2 out of 3. Describe how you get up the cliff, because with that roll and with these Pokemon working as a team, I do not see why this would not work.
Minion is using their little leggies to grab onto one of Velma's hands, and then Mafia is using their little protrudy, crystally, I don't know what you call those,
Prisms.
prisms to hold her other hand, and they just kind of float up and kind of lift her and help her just Superman up the cliff.
Even with your gloved hands, your grip on these crystals sends tingles through your scalp. But you hold on, and with the help of both Minion and Mafia, you make your way to the top of the cliff sides and to the upper craglands proper.
I must go. My people need me.
How? Chris is more baffled that this worked.
What do you see up there?
Coast is clear all the way up here.
Okay, great. Maddie looks back towards the door. How close are they to getting it open at this point?
Let me make a roll in private. 1 moment. It's not bashed down, but the pounding has stopped, and you now hear a slow grinding.
Maddie looks over at Chris. There's something that I'm going to do, but I only want to do it last resort, okay? I want to wait until if we're not up there and they're about to come out, okay? So, you got any other ideas?
Kay, I got a question.
I probably have an answer.
The only ways that I can tell that we are able to somehow escape is either climbing up or going around?
The only 2 ways right now is going up or going back to where all the cultists are.
We either wait and run as they enter wherever they are, as in hide somewhere and wait it out until the coast is clear, or it looks like we might have to stand and fight.
Okay, so I have 2 ideas that kind of go with your first one, sort of.
Okay.
Actually, one idea does, the other is another way to get up the mountain.
Mhm.
The first way to get up the mountain, although now that we just lost Velma, I don't know if it'll work, was to use that big old fork and use that to scale up.
Can I chuck down the big old fork? Would it survive?
And then-
It's made of pretty sturdy rock. If they catch it, I'm pretty sure it has a good chance of surviving.
So that's one option. The other option was to have Lucille smokescreen out the area and then have Maddie attempt to use her powers to basically make us undetectable in plain sight, even though, the smokescreen's out, but until they pass and they get through the other thing, and then we can figure out how to get out.
Bring back the magic fingers.
The magic fingers.
Oh.
So we can try the fork if you want, and then smokescreen if that doesn't work.
I am more apt to do the smoke screen thing, but you know what? Caution to the wind. Let's try the fork.
All right.
Hey, Velma, you know that big fork that you got?
Yeah.
Can you, very carefully, toss that down here?
Okay. Look out below.
You toss down the big old fork. It is heavier than you were expecting, Maddie, but you are able to catch it, hold it onto it tight, and as you get your grip on it, you hear the final grind open, and you hear shouting from below. Hurry to the sanctum! I heard people shouting up there!
I knew that was going to happen! Okay, I send out Lucille. I want to throw a smokescreen out.
Okay, go ahead and roll for accuracy.
Darn it, right as I yelled, I knew that was going to happen. I was like, oh, I shouldn't be yelling.
3 out of 4.
Okay.
Very nice. And the area behind you, leading back to the temple proper, completely obscured.
Okay, great. Then Maddie looks over at Chris and she's like, do you trust me?
Yeah,
I'm actually quite surprised that's what your answer to that. I'm proud of you.
I don't have many options.
Grab my hand, okay?
Okay, grabs Maddie's hand.
Okay, I would like to attempt to make ourselves unnoticeable.
So your intention is to be unnoticed by the others.
Yeah, the smoke screen is kind of an extra precaution, or vice versa. So I want to make us not noticeable, by any Pokemon that could sniff us out. I want us to be invisible.
Okay, do you recall Lucille as well?
Yes, I do.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
I need you and Chris to make, well, actually, no.
Oh, Krithunk has to go back too, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming he's recalled as well, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just covering my bases.
Maddie, as you grab his hand, I need you to make a Insight Plus channel.
We love a channel check. Any modifiers for this with the smoke screen already up?
No modifiers, I'll just reduce the difficulty of it.
Oh, Jesus.
Ow! That's a 3 out of 4.
Thank you, Dice Gods.
Thank you. I know, they're rolling good for me today.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
With the onslaught of cultists heading your way, and you potentially cornered, what is going through Maddie's mind right now?
There's a little bit of fear for sure, because she doesn't exactly know if what happened inside the sanctum is going to happen here. But she doesn't really have the choice to think too hard about it. And she closes her eyes and just starts to slow her breathing and imagines she is not here, basically.
As you wait, you look at you holding Chris's hand, and you see nothing there. But you still feel the weight of his hand. Chris, the same applies to you. You two are now cloaked.
Yes!
Not exactly invisible, you can still see a faint shimmer, but you are, for all intents and purposes, unseen. You hear the cultists before you see them as they rush up the steps onto the bridge, and they seem to be running right towards you guys.
Don't breathe.
In his mind, Chris is thinking, I should have stayed asleep today.
Me too, buddy, me too.
But he is just very much freaking out because A, he's feels Maddie's hand, but he doesn't see Maddie's hand or body. It's a whole weird feeling for him because this has never happened, but he's not questioning it at the moment for now.
You have 2 options right now. You can either stay where you are as they rush past you. In that case, it'd be a dexterity plus stealth, or you could try to wade through them and try to dodge them as they're running towards you, in which case it would be a dexterity plus evasion. And it's your choice for both of you.
Because it's possible they will run into us, you're saying.
Yes.
I want to try the first option because that might be the safest for Chris.
I just want to see. Hold on, I want to look at what I'm better at. Stealth or evasion. I have 0 in both, so it doesn't even freaking matter.
You know what? I'll let Chris roll this one, actually.
Yeah, go for it.
Because you already used your roll to
Yeah.
become cloaked.
Yeah.
This is for Chris.
Yeah, I'll go with the first option that uses my stealth because I have 0 in evasion.
1 dexterity plus stealth, please.
2 out of 3.
You try to, as slowly and as calmly as possible, hold your breath and wade around the stampede of cultists marching past you. And they are heading directly into the chamber you just left. You make it to the passageway leading back into the temple. And from up the stairs, you see the hulking figure of Odo. He walks down the passageway, you hugging the side. He takes 1 step past you, stops for a moment. What do you do?
I want to have Chris give Maddie's hand a squeeze, but like that thing that dads do to let their children know that he's got them and it's going to be okay. The thing that all parents do with their kids whenever they think their kids are going through something, and it helps calm them down. Chris has been in situations like this. I don't know about Maddie, so like he doesn't know if her freaking out at this hulking figure of a behemoth might make her panic too much and cause her powers to go.
So you're trying to avoid that, basically.
Because I don't know how much concentration you need to maintain what the cloaking is doing right now.
Okay.
Chris, Maddie, you're just standing in silence, holding tight to each other's hands. Odo turns around, and for a second, he lowers his head and is staring directly in your direction.
Oh, crap baskets.
And then from behind him,
Master Roto!
he lifts his head, turns around, and he sees a cultist running out.
It's gone, sir! It's gone!
And Odo, hear a and marches towards the chamber. Leaving you guys just enough time to scramble on out of it.
Okay.
I think Chris just got an extra strand of gray hair.
I think Maddie got her first.
We fast forward, you escape the temple, you find the rope,
We have a rope?
that you got down here from.
I still thought we were going to have to figure out how to climb.
It's still intact.
Okay.
You climb up, eventually navigate your way to Velma, who's still waiting for you on the other side.
Okay. Maddie has not breathed this entire time.
The moment you, exhale, the shimmer faded.
Oh my god! Are you two okay?
Look, Velma, I need, do it. Velma, do you have that soda?
Yes.
Can I have, I need it.
Are you sure?
Child, do not question me right now. Give me the soda.
Okay. Here.
He takes the soda, cracks it open, and just starts chugging it.
You recover 2 hit points worth of buttery soda. You're back at full health. And you are down 1 soda, Velma.
Can Maddie rifle through her bag and pull out an inhaler?
Does she have one?
She does now, because I would like that to be part of her character.
You know what? Sure.
Rifles through her bag, gasping for breath, pulls out, funnily enough, a red and white inhaler that kind of looks like a Pokeball, because that's what mine looks like.
Okay, that's kind of cute.
So she pulls it out, she shakes it vigorously, takes a couple puffs. Are you good, Chris?
Yeah, I'm fine, but are you okay?
No, we're good.
Is that a...
It's just for emergencies, and this was a good time. And she pockets it back in her sack.
Well, now what?
You turn around towards northwest, Cortland City, just a few hours ahead.
Yay, Cortland!
About an hour or 2 on the road passes as you guys make your way. You actually hear the sound of cars, which is something you are not used to here. You make your way through the main gates and into the metropolis of Cortland City. There are buildings peeking into what seems to be a rather low layer of clouds right now. And as you look through the bustling streets, you can see that in the center of this town, a huge ravine, much like all around the Craglands, with a mishmash of bridges like zip-zapping along it. Big city. And underneath your feet, you can hear the rumble of cars, trains passing by underground. You're not sure.
This place, there's only like a couple places in Hoenn that are that city-like, but yeah, this is a little too much for him.
Velma is also starstruck, but like she's excited. This whole place looks futuristic, and that is totally her vibe. And she's like,
Maddie just has this almost like interesting sense of like home a little bit because she's from a big city, and so it's really wonderful for her to be back in one. She feels like she doesn't stand out as much in a good way in a big city.
I did have a question, Ariana, about Maddie.
Yeah.
So like her sister and her grew up in the same region, right? Mm-hmm. But her sister is older than her.
Yes.
Did she go to the same university that Maddie's going to for fashion, or did she do something else?
Maddie's sister did something else.
Ah, I see.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. She's a Pokemon trainer.
Ooh, okay.
You enter the town, and next to a little tourist stand for like the welcome center, you pick up a brochure of the town, and you can see a map of the city. It seems to be divided into 4 sectors, 2 on each side of the ravine. You're on the side with the residential district and the downtown district. And at the very peak of the downtown district, where you're facing right now, you see the Pokemon Center. A 2-story building this time. It seems to be bustling right now.
Yes, please.
Maddie like speed walks over.
Right now, there's about 10 or 20 people in the waiting room right now, waiting for their Pokemon to get called back in. There are 3 Nurse Joys at the front desk.
3 Nurse Joys.
Oh, no. Guys, I just want to heal my babies.
You want to heal your babies?
He's giving her such a stern look, but he's trying not to laugh because he knows if he laughs, she wins. So he's got like this really obscured smirk but angry look. He's like, not going to give you the satisfaction of that.
Well, let's go heal your babies then. And Maddie just brings them into the center.
Okay, eventually your turn comes up, and the Nurse Joy takes your Pokemon, informs you that it will be roughly an hour's wait.
An hour? Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
There are a lot of people in this building.
looking for a vending machine.
Looking for vending
machine.
You find the vending machine, Velma, but when you see the soda pop flavors, it's just generic fruit sodas.
Dang it!
Ooh, I see. They got the Poppin' Petcha.
But you notice on the side of the machine just a little taped up piece of paper advertising a novelty pop shop elsewhere in the downtown district.
Oh my god, a Rocket Fizz.
Ooh.
The D&D pop-up shop has been added to your map.
Hello?
The D&D pop-up shop? Okay, so we gotta figure out what that could stand for in this universe.
Dungeons and Dragonites.
Oh my god. That was amazing. Now we have to go there.
Sorry, Kay, you don't have to use it. I know you probably have a name for it. My apologies.
It's called the D&D pop-up.
D&D pop-up shop.
About halfway through the wait, you see a news broadcast on the TV. And you see a very professional announcer-looking gentleman on the scene wearing a nice suit, hair greased back, slick.
This is Finn Flynn reporting for the win. We're coming at you live from the Newton Town Civic Center, where in just 2 weeks' time, the King of the Mountain Brawl tournament will be held.
Oh, that's
Oh
right.
my gosh, I forgot we entered that.
Over the last several days, hopefuls from all over the world have thrown their hat into the ring. But just moments ago, the finalized list of contestants has been released to the public. We now take a look at the 16 contenders hoping to win it big and earn their chance to face off against the mighty Mace and be crowned King of the Mountain.
You see the TV guy go through a list of names and pictures of the contestants as they appear on the screen. You see a ninja, you see a mustachioed bodybuilder, some wannabe edgelord.
Oh no.
Just a whole assortment of folks you have yet to meet. And then you hear him say,
Next up, we have one of the youngest contestants in this tournament, Miss Velma Vladimir.
Gosh!
and Velma, you see her face appear on screen.
Velma, you made it.
That's amazing! Congratulations!
Oh my god, I'm in!
And then you see some more pictures pop up. You see a jock dude. You actually see Horton Timms, that greasy dude you fought against in the Pippin Town cook-off. He's up on the
Not
screen.
Horton Timms.
Horton Timms made it?
Oh.
I'm actually surprised.
Wait, he's a fighter?
I know, right?
You tune back in time to hear him say,
Coming from the Hoenn region, we have Mr. Christopher Gray.
You made it too?
But I shouldn't have.
Too bad you made it, bud.
Yay?
And in quite a surprising showing, we have one of our own Elite Four members, the fiery spirited Emberly.
Ooh.
and you see this woman is wearing what seems to be a very rebellious take on Shrine Maiden garb. She has 3 feathers poking out of her wild fire red hair. On the right side of her face, heavy facial scars, kind of like a Zuko face.
Whoa. She looks intense.
I am not envious of you guys having to go up against her.
Also hailing from the Hoenn region, the daughter of one of our previously mentioned contestants, Miss Emily Gray.
That's my
Was he cutting out for anyone else? Because that was amazing.
Absolutely did. But I got the gist.
He's like violently vibrating. He's like, that's my baby.
Oh my god.
You see more pictures, more people, more contestants.
And filling out the last of our 16 slots, we have Maxine.
She's not in her cultist outfit on screen, obviously. She has a leather jacket over her muted lavender hoodie, blonde hair spiked back, but you can tell it's her because of the eyes. That same cold, ruthless stare.
I am now really, really glad I did not make it into that.
While the event starts in a little under 2 weeks' time, all 16 contenders will be arriving at Newtontown a week in advance to prepare for the tournament. The whole region will be watching as we find out who's going home with the prize money, the gym badge, and the chance to be called King of the Mountain. More news on the way, including a sneak peek at the new exhibit hitting the Cortland City Museum. But first, a word from our sponsors at Baggin & Boltoy Legal Firm.
But yeah, that's the end of the broadcast.
Chris looks to Velma and Maddie. We all saw that, right? Like, we all saw the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry, I laugh when I'm nervous.
Oh, look, our Pokemon are ready. It quickly shuffles over to the Pokemon. Thank you very much, Nurse Joyce.
All your Pokemon are fully healed. Bellini, Peppa, Ginger, Diamond, Victor, and Goonie are no longer fainted.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You leave the Pokemon Center. What do you guys do?
Velma seems to be quite interested in that D&D shop, I think.
Yeah, why not?
I'm super down to explore.
So, the 3 of you head downtown, pass by a lot of, like, local shops. No big wig corporate type shit going on here. Like, family-owned businesses and stuff like that. Along with a multitude of other shops, like a TM store, another basic Pokemon mart, a Pokeball shop called Dreamcatchers,
Ooh.
a survivalist shop called Vital Vittles. But eventually, you arrive at your destination, D&D pop-up shop. It looks like a very temporary establishment, but it has all the trappings of a 50s diner.
Is it?
And inside, Chris, you see 2 familiar meathead-looking faces.
Oh, it's them! He like quickly runs over. He's like, I haven't seen you since, well, I haven't seen you in about 2 weeks, I think.
That's right. I remember seeing you in Brayburg along with Don here. It's been a while. How's your adventure been going?
It's been going terribly. There's so much that's happened, and I don't know how to deal with it. But how are you?
Oh, we're doing pretty fine. We're kind of run out of funds on our travels on our little spirit journey. So we're trying to just raise a few funds, eventually get us to in town for the big tournament, get some more money that way, and just spread the good joy of a good old bottle of pop. Isn't that right, Don? Who are your 2 friends here, then?
Ah, yes. And he like ushers Maddie and Velma to come over. This one is Velma. She's a Pokemon trainer, wanting to become the best like no one ever was. And this is Maddie. She's a Colossian fashion design student.
That's right.
Well, pleasure to meet the both of you. My name's Dan, and this here's my quite verbose friend, Don. Say hi, Don.
Such a way with words.
Now then, looks with all your travels, you guys look
mighty thirsty.
I'm pretty parched, and I think I owe you, Velma, another pop.
Oh, I won't say no to that.
Well, that's just great.
You see on the menu, it has a huge variety of sodas of varying degrees of strangeness on there. Also, it has basic items like X Attack, X Defend, X Special Defense, X Speed, X Accuracy, and Guard. Like battle items.
Ooh. So there's a soda. It's a very delicious drink, but it's only found in New Zealand. Yes.
Wait, do they have Ramune there?
Ramune?
Yeah, I don't know exactly how to say. I always said Ramune.
What's Ramune?
Yeah, it's a Japanese soft drink. It's got like a little ball in the center that like, I think it has something to do with the carbonation,
I
right?
think I know what you're talking about. And you know what? Any Pokemon citizen who can speak plain old Japan English would have this soda.
Maddie goes to look through the shelves and she sees a Ramune and she grabs it and the little ball inside looks like a little Pokeball.
Oh, that's cute.
I
Okay,
hope
that's
that.
not
Oh my
cute.
god, I hope that exists. That would be so good if that exists.
I'm going to take one of these, okay? And she gets the strawberry flavor. Actually, no, she gets the plain flavor. It's just like the clear one because that one's really good.
Okay.
It's like lychee, I think.
1 soda pop to your inventory and remove 250 credits.
Okay.
I will have Chris order basically what is akin to an LNP, but it's pronounced lemon and Palrora. I am so bad with multi language, but it's this really delicious drink that I've recently had for like the past I don't know how many months. And yeah, there's this famous quote that if you look it up, it's like LNP, world famous in New Zealand, and it makes me laugh every time because it's like world famous in New Zealand. But in this instance, I would imagine they'd have the same drink. And Chris is like, oh, look at that, LNP, world famous in Hoenn.
Yep, took a while to get our hands on a supply of those.
Haven't had this since I was 19.
Well, about time you had another then, I'd say.
Oh, thank you kindly. And he'll go and fish out the money for this soda.
All right. Remove 250 credits, add 1 sody pop.
Yay!
And Dan turns to you,
Yeah.
stares you dead in the eye. I can see by that glimmer in your eye that you are a connoisseur of carbonated beverages that is not to be trifled with in terms of creativity. Am I correct?
You are absolutely right, my good sir.
Don, get the forbidden menu.
The what?
You see Don put on gloves, reach into a cooler that he unlocks, and pulls out a piece of plastic that is frost is coming off of.
The flip.
He puts it on the table,
Velma is just delighted.
and you see the most bizarre selections of soda pops available here.
I'm home. And she's looking around and until she finally looks down and says, oh, this is the flavor I've been dying to try. And she picks this one.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
He gives you a solemn nod. Don, get the buffalo wing sodas. And you may add soda pop to your inventory and remove 250 credits as you get the forbidden sauce.
The forbidden sauce.
It truly is the forbidden sauce.
Oh, I don't have enough.
You don't have enough credit?
No, I only have 100.
Wow, you really spent that much? What'd you buy?
I think it was like Pokeballs or a Great Ball. Oh yeah, we got money from the meteorite, but like when we went to the next town, like everything was hella expensive.
Inflation's a bitch.
Inflation sucks.
I don't mean to put this on you, Dry, but didn't you say that you were going to buy Velma a soda?
That is fair. Okay, I will rescind Chris's soda.
No, I didn't mean that way. Can you not afford it? You have nothing in your pockets, Chris?
Nope. So Chris can't get anything actually.
Tell you what, I saw you guys on the televisions. These are on the house.
You mean it?
The bond between soda connoisseurs is a deep and sacred bond.
Of course.
Well, if you're wanting us to do any advertising, is there any sort of posters you want us to sort of give around or flyers?
You know what? Don's been drawing up some new designs for the posters. You come back later and we'll have you drop off some spots here and there if you don't mind. We're about to close up though, so we can do that tomorrow.
Okay. What time should we be here? Morning or?
Sometime before noonish, I guess.
All right. So sometime in the morning, guys.
All right.
If you're short on cash, I believe they occasionally do battles between trainers somewhere on the zipper for good fighting money. That's the network of bridges that zig and jag across the ravine.
Oh, Okay.
Essentially, say like during your downtime, if you want to, rather than train your Pokemon, focus on making money,
Okay.
you could battle trainers there.
Gotcha.
Well, hey, what's up, guys? Don't mind me, just, oh, went down the wrong pipe, that channel Sal. Oh, God, okay. I was gonna do a whole bit, eat through the whole thing, but never mind. That was gonna be so friggin' funny. Anyway, hey. Welcome back to the pause menu. It's been a bit. We've been on hiatus for about 2 months. Burnout's a bitch. That's all I can really say about that. But I think I've rested long enough, got a bit of pep back in my step, so yeah. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. Hope you're enjoying it so far. If you'd like to support it, we got a Patreon for that. Get your rewards like your name in the end credit of the YouTube releases, access to behind-the-scenes bonus tidbits, and for our Ultra Baller tier patrons, you get your name mentioned here verbally by me with my mouth hole in this very pause menu. Here, let me get you a taste of that. Special thanks to Bamboory, Camicat, Cybernetic Pink Eye, Donkey Odo, Doodle Boy, Javon, Jonathan Jesus Macias, Key NT, Limus Humane, Mr. Someone, Quest, Red Phoenix 2412, Renamon Music Box Brony, and Unoriginal. Thank you very much to all you Ultra Baller tier patrons and to all our patrons for supporting the show. You can also support the show with good old word of mouth. You can tweet about the show using the hashtag PKMNLegacy. Same with Blue Sky. I'm on there too. Use the hashtag PKMNLegacy there. You could leave a good comment on our YouTube releases, or leave a good review wherever you find this podcast. Do that, and like our patrons, we might use your name for one of our NPCs. Let's see, we got the returning Soda Jerks Dan and Don, named after Daniel Shaw III and Dongo the King, respectively. Later on in the show, we got a character named Prosenio, named after @WorldProsenia on Twitter. And a bit of a soft spoiler, we got Angel popping up later on, named after Angel Tigress 777 on Twitter. So, not much of a plug for me, more like a PSA. You heard me mention Blue Sky already. Twitter, for me, is not that appealing of a platform, especially after recent developments. As such, I have moved over to Blue Sky. Still have my Twitter up, but I'll be much more active on Blue Sky. And if you'd like to give me a follow, it is @kpoplick.bluesky.social. The rest of the crew is there too. I'll keep their links in the description below. Like I said, much more active there. I might even be posting some Legacy-related content there that I'm not really doing on Twitter. So, go check it out. All right, that's about it. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you enjoy the rest of the episode. Also, my General Sal is now cold, so I'm going to deal with that. Unpause. You head out of the building. There's that evening glow of gold and orange across the hazy, dusty skies. You guys doing anything else before you look for a place to sleep for the night?
Maddie and Velma, you guys have things you found in the cave that you could possibly sell to get credits if you want.
Big ol' fork.
Big old fork.
I mean, the fork might come in handy later.
That's the thing, it's like, I kind of want to save the fork because I feel like this could be the MacGuffin that saves us God knows where.
It almost was.
Yeah, Chekhov's fork.
I mean, we have the nugget. Who has the nugget and who has the pearl?
Oh yeah, that's right, I have the nugget.
Yeah, who has the pearl?
I believe you do.
Oh, then I didn't add it to my bag. Okay. And some Stardust.
Okay, so yeah, are you looking for any particular shop to sell it to?
Wherever I can get the most money for it. Okay, I think I'm gonna sell the Stardust first because the pearl says it could have other uses, and I'm tempted to see if I can use it in fashion somehow. But I'm gonna hang tight on that.
I think this would be a beauty plus etiquette.
4 out of 4!
Okay, so you look at all these downtown shops, they could give you a generous sum of money, but you said you were looking for the biggest bucks. You want to make that sweet, sweet cashula.
Mm-hmm.
You head across the zipper bridges over to the leisure section, where all the fancy schmancy shops are. You don't have far to look, because you notice a large department store. These lit up golden, ornate, but kind of gaudy letters that
Oh my
read,
god, Kay, you are so
What?
trolling me right now. Oh
Whoa,
my.
wait,
Okay,
what?
Maddie's storming in there.
As you storm into the Chad Wickington's department store, there is classical music playing in the background, marble floors, pillars. Looks like a very, very elegant and fancy department store with gold furnished furnishings. And you see the richest of the rich going through the department store. You approach the front desk and you see a very thin man with a pencil-thin mustache, short-cut hair, very formal attire. Yes, good evening, madam. How may I help you?
Okay, I don't recognize this guy, right?
With that 4 out of 4, actually, as much as you hate Laze, you know kind of how he thinks.
Okay.
He would not be employed here.
No.
He would just have a share in the business here.
Yeah.
Probably off of daddy's money or something.
Yeah.
This guy might be a snob, but he's not a snob you're familiar with.
Maddie walks up to the register. Hello. I have some items that I would like to sell.
Yes, we can handle appraisals of certain items here. What do you have for our perusal?
Maddie pulls out the Stardust first, and she's like, how much can I get for this? It's very rare.
He takes the satchel gingerly, puts it on a velvet-lined scale. I see. Rather coarse consistency. 800 credits.
800 credits, okay. And, excellent. I'm not going to sell that yet, but what about this? And she pulls out the pearl.
Looks at it. Not a perfect pearl. I suppose with these blemishes here and there on the fracture lines. 750 if we're being generous.
Right, well, here. I'll sell you the Stardust, and I'll take the pearl. There are some other things I might use it for.
Remove the Stardust from your inventory and add 800 credits.
And what else do they sell here?
Oh, let me actually, now that you've found all the shops and I don't have to keep any secret, I'll just show you the whole listing. And you notice that they sell a variety of ornate evolutionary stones and other rare items.
Oh, evolutionary stones. Ooh, wow.
Oh, there's TMs?
Not in Chad Wickington's. This is a chart
This is
of
the full,
all the
yeah.
shops in Cortland
The
City.
full shop.
They have a whole bunch of evolutionary stones, including some that are required for your Pokemon to evolve.
Gosh, they're so expensive.
Some rare battle items like Evilite, a Life Orb, Quick Claw, and in their most secure cabinets, a golden coin around a ornate necklace thing, an amulet coin.
Oh, jeez.
In the center of the store, on a rotating platform behind these little stanchions, you see a ornate bicycle.
It's so expensive. I feel like you just put that there at that price because you knew that we would never be able to afford it, but it's so iconic in Pokemon games that how the heck are we going to use it in this?
999,999 credits.
Oh my
Is
god.
it even possible in this game to get that much money?
If you focus on it, sure.
We've had a hard time keeping money though. Yeah, I mean, I can't afford anything here. Maddie looks at the guy. What does he have a name tag? What does it say if he does?
Let me look at my catalog.
Also, sorry, Chichi, I know you want to look at the value of your nugget.
Okay.
You look at his name tag, it says Prosenio.
Prosenio. Well, Mr. Prosenio, I'm looking at your wonderful assortment of items that you have here. I have to admit, the price is a little bit steep for a former acquaintance of Laze Chad Wickington, heir to the Chad Wickington throne. And she, bats her eyelashes.
I'm sorry, what was your name, madam?
Mary.
I see. One moment, madam. You see him reach for a phone.
Oh, no.
Jeez.
I love wreaking havoc.
Yes, hello. Please check records for a Miss Mary. No, not Maddie, Mary.
What?
Maddie just gives them a look.
I'm sorry, madam. It doesn't seem to be any Marys in association with Master Chad Wickington III, heir to the Chad Wickington fortune.
Well, as it would be, Mr. Chad Wickington and I... Maddie, bites the inside of her cheek. As she starts to say this, she goes, we were romantically involved at one point, and... and our relationship was quite confidential. But he did assure me that anytime I stopped by Chadwickington's, I would receive an exquisite discount because, to be completely honest with you, he broke my heart, and he would never admit to it.
I need you to make this would be beauty plus perform, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be almost impossible for this check, but do it anyway.
Do I get advantage?
Absolutely not.
Well, I rolled terribly.
God.
It's about time. I was rolling really well the whole game.
I'm sorry, we don't offer any discount programs to former ingenues.
I'll just have to take it up with Lasse myself. And Maddie just dramatically, saunters off. She's like, I don't really care. She's like, I tried. I just want to screw with him.
You do that. Have a lovely day.
Yes, have the day that you deserve.
So Velma is gonna walk up to the counter and she puts down a little noogie that she found. She asks, so, how much would this go for?
A golden nugget of this size, 4,000 credits.
Holy shoot.
Excuse me?
I mean, of course you would definitely go for that much. I just want to check the caliber of your establishment right here, you know?
Right.
I'll sell it, please.
Add 4,000 credits to your inventory.
Sheesh!
Chris, are you doing anything?
Chris is actually sort of just enamored at how fancy this place is. I have not been in anything this fancy since I got the wedding ring from my wife. Seriously, how do people afford these things? Okay, yeah, this is way too expensive for my taste. So, Velma, how much did you get for the nugget?
She just asks Chris to come down and she whispers it into his ear.
Oh, that's nice. He takes one step and he falls face forward. 4,000 credits.
Chris, why don't you make a insight plus etiquette check?
Well, this is the first time I think I've used etiquette. He is not graceful at all. That is 0 out of 3.
Sir, we have a strict no window shopping and no fainting at all prices policy. I'm going to have to ask you to
Wait,
leave.
where does it say that in the policies?
He claps his hands. You see 2 bouncers come, also dressed to the nines, and start to escort you out.
You're very strong. Oh, wait, no, you're really strong. Oh, God.
They plant you on the feet and close the door behind you.
Well, they were actually quite nice about that, but at the same time, I'm still very offended.
Maddie, are you leaving as well?
Hold on. What can I do to make my little stink on this place? Are there, big windows, made of glass or anything outside, a department store typically?
Yes.
She just, rubs her hands along it to, make fingerprints.
As you slide your hands along it, you leave a very... And you see Proscenio just...
Before Velma is about to walk out, she quickly turns around and runs up to the counter to, what's his name?
Proscenio.
Proscenio.
Goodbye, Prosciutto!
Oh.
I guess while I'm here, and she reaches into her coat and brings out the picture of her grandpa and apparently now aunt. Have you seen either of these two pass by, perchance?
No, I can't say that I'm familiar with either of these potential clientele. He's not really looking at the photo that much.
Thanks for your help. And then she just walks on out.
I need both Maddie and Velma to make insight plus etiquette checks. 2 out of 3 for Velma, 1 out of 5 for Maddie. Velma, you overhear him picking up the phone again as he's giving Maddie the stink eye, what she can't see. Yes, could you do another background check on a Miss Mary?
Oh, no!
With that too as well, with the excitement of stepping into the finer life now fading away, you realized maybe your loot should have sold for more than that.
Me?
All your loot.
I freaking knew it.
So who wants to steal?
You depart from Chadwickington's with your new gotten credits. The sun is now very close to setting. Lights fill up the streets from signage and buildings and lampposts.
What's the zipper?
The zipper is the collection of bridges zigzagging across the crevice, and you can see from your angle on this street here that you're on that the zigzagging motion forms a zipper-like fashion.
Ah.
You can see cars and metro trains passing by on roads running beneath the city streets.
Ooh.
What's the historic district?
If you take a few blocks to the south, you see historic-looking buildings and museums and one or two private academies here and there. In fact, you see a billboard sticking out that says, "Come visit the Museum of Mysteries." It seems that the operating hours are closed for the night, but that's where it is. You also see mentioning of a brand new exhibit coming soon.
We are going there tomorrow.
Arguments for that?
Yeah, sure, let's do that.
Okay, well, I guess we should probably head towards the residential to see if there's any housing arrangements.
Okay, are we staying at the Pokemon Center, or are we staying at an actual, like, hotel, motel sort of deal?
Dragon Airbnb, you know.
Dragon Airbnb.
Sorry.
It is up to you. If you might be able to find some room at the relatively busy Pokemon Center. You're not guaranteed, though. You might be able to find a living arrangement somewhere in the residential area. If you can't afford a hotel, you might have to camp out somewhere.
Whoa. Is there anything else in this area of the leisure?
We could always try the Bellsprout and breakfast area.
You're really having fun with these, aren't you?
I'm just, I don't know how it's coming out. I swear I'm not even really thinking about these, but I have been playing a lot of Pokemon Sword and Shield recently, so that's probably...
He's got a list somewhere, I just know it.
No.
So there's nothing in this area of, like, the leisure?
In this large city square area, in the center of where the leisure area and the historic area intersect, you see a large theater building with a big screen above it. You also see the markings of the league gym,
Okay.
but also closed down for the night. But you do see, like as promotional material crosses the screen, you do see the face of the gym leader. On a big neon sign with these rainbow stars flying across the screen, you see a very confident-looking man in very chic shades, a sports coat, these two pink, almost antenna-looking strands of hair greased back along with his spiky brown hair and small goatee and mustache, in big letters, Colin.
Oh.
Okay, I like his design.
I feel like we've heard of Colin before, though.
The name definitely rings a bell.
Has he been mentioned to us yet?
I am not sure. Quite possibly.
I also just have a friend named Colin, so it's possible. You walk into the gym and it's like, wow! Ladies and gents, and Hugh Jackman appears.
Oh, Lord.
You also see in another posting alongside him a shiny Gardevoir,
Oh?
striking a sort of glamour pose alongside Colin.
Oh, so it's his Pokemon.
And you see in big bold letters above the Gardevoir, Gabby.
Oh, that's cute.
Be the Gardevoir. Okay. I am so excited to challenge that gym. That looks like it's going to be lots of fun.
At a surface glance, that's what you see in the leisure section. Everything else, for the most part, is
Okay.
closed for the night.
Yeah.
I'm pooped.
Yeah, can we please find somewhere to sleep? I think the bright lights are getting to me.
Do you want to try the Pokemon Center or not even bother?
Last time we were in there, it was pretty packed. I mean, we could try, see what happens.
What if we got to lose?
So to the center we go.
I'll have one person, whoever's trying to reserve the space, cool plus etiquette.
I have one in etiquette, but I don't think my cool is very...
Yeah, because I think Chris doesn't.
My cool's also 1.
It's all on you, Velma. No pressure.
All right.
1 out of 2.
Hi. We were wondering, is there any chance that we could possibly stay the night here?
I'm terribly sorry, but our bunks are currently filled up capacity for tonight. There may be some cancellations, but I can't promise you anything.
No worries. Thanks for checking. Filmmaker's like, yeah, there's no chance in hell.
I didn't think so.
But at least we tried.
Let's see if there's any Dragon Airbnbs on the other side of the city.
Yee.
In the residential area.
Maddie, why don't you make me a cool plus alert?
2 out of 2?
You look for Dragon Airbnbs, but you are not having any luck with it. You look through your sea gear, most of the things you do have to make reservations for well in advance. What with the tournament coming up soon.
And she just like shows the Sea Gear screen with all of the reservations filled.
At that moment, Chris, you feel your sea gear vibrating in your pocket. It seems that Angel is calling.
Angel. Ah, yes, Mobilecore. And he quickly pulls out his sea gear and takes the call. Hello?
Hey, Chris, it's Angel.
Hey, Angel. How's it going?
Good, I was trying to catch up with you. I tried calling you, but I guess your service is terrible.
Ah, yes, we were in a cave, kind of.
So I had run through the logs and just check for information like you asked for on those two judges.
Ah, yes. And did you find anything?
If you're ever in the area, I could talk about it with you, or I could just send you the files.
At this point, Chris, you're not only hearing her voice on the sea gear, you're hearing her voice in person in the distance.
He's like looking around before finally seeing her. He's like, oh, wow, you are closer than I thought.
Sorry, what?
Okay, turn around.
She turns away from you.
Oh my God.
I don't. Sorry, what are you talking? What?
The left.
Turns around again
Hey, I'll call you back.
as she's staring right at you. Closes the phone and like scuttles up to you. What are you guys doing in the city?
What are you doing in the city?
I live here.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense than us being in the city.
Well, we're just visiting. We're kind of, traipsing around the region.
Oh, that's so neat. Oh, so you're going to take on Colin.
I think so. He looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we will.
But it's so great to see you. Are you guys already heading to a hotel or something? Or
See, that's the thing, we're kind of, we got nothing. We've tried everything.
It's all booked.
It's nothing.
you see her smile growing and her eyes sparkling.
Oh, Angel.
Oh, that's so sad.
I almost just fell over in my chair.
Do you guys want to stay over at my place?
Do you mean it?
I mean, do you have enough room to accommodate all of us?
I can make room. I mean, it's not much, but yeah.
We'll take it.
Oh, Angel, you're an angel. That's so nice of you.
Wait right here for a second. I gotta go make it ready real quick. And she turns around and heads into the building that you guys were right in front of.
What? Are you serious?
Oh.
From 3 floors up, you hear a lot of commotion, things being thrown about, and a closet door being forcefully closed. She opens the window, leans into you. Okay, come on up. Door's unlocked.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
What did she do up there?
You guys head up the steps. It's a city apartment building. It's not much to gloat about. It's not a cramped apartment studio, but it is pretty small. There is enough room for you guys to sleep, though. And across the lines of the wall, you see like shelves with like anime-looking action figures. You see a trash can tucked deep under a computer desk, where you can see a lot of snacks poking out, snack wrappers. A closet door just sort of like bulging with what you can only assume is the cleanup.
Maddie looks around and she notices in the trash can a specific candy box. And she goes over to it and she goes, "Oh, you eat Whoopers too?" And she pulls out the little blue malt balls.
Makes you go, whoop-ah!
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
I think I have some more lying around here. Let me set up the futons real quick.
Oh my gosh, is there anything I can help with? Any of us?
Oh, no, just make yourself comfortable. I got this. She rushes around, getting the air mattresses ready, blowing those up, futons ready. Sorry, I don't have a lot of spare pillowcases. I do have this Zubatman pillow.
Ooh, heck yeah.
Zubatman.
This is the episode of puns.
I love this episode.
And she hands you the Zubatman pillow, questionably large.
Oh my god, it's a body pillow.
Oh, do you also have Spider-Man?
Yeah, I'm not really into Marvel scale comics.
What is this episode becoming?
Unless you guys had anything else you wanted to do in downtime before you hit the hay, you can go ahead, get ready for a good night's sleep.
All right.
Just a few Whooper candies in her mouth. Offer some to Chris Velma.
I'm gonna definitely take some whoopers.
Chris will have a whooper. A singular whooper.
It sounds so wrong without the context. Like we're just eating Pokemon. Maddie, wait, I'm sorry, this is not canon. I just need to make this joke. Maddie looks at the back of the box and checks the ingredients and she goes, "Oh no, I'm allergic to dairy. Are these butter-free?"
Oh, gosh, darn it. How far are we going with this?
Chris, Maddie have a will point.
Yay!
You broke me. I'd give you a will point, Velma, but you're full up.
Yay!
Oh god.
As you all enjoy your candy right before bed, the 4 of you have a nice little slumber party, watching some late night TV shows, before crashing and
We watched Detective Pikachu, as usual, for Maddie.
featuring Ryan Reynolds. Like the actual actor Ryan Reynolds. He
Yeah.
exists in this Pokemon universe.
Good.
That's canon now,
Oh
bitches.
my
Good.
God, Ryan Reynolds is canon.
You watch Detective Pikachu starring Ryan Reynolds, and eventually you guys hit the hay in Angel's Flat.
Yay!
I was not expecting so many puns, but Maddie, you and I were sharing a brain cell, and I love it.
Amazing.